Guys, the hardest thing isn't doing this stuff. It isn't pushing past your comfort, reaching new levels, getting knocked on your ass. That's not the hard part. The hard part is when you no longer have the time for it, and you didn't achieve everything you wanted. You look back knowing there were moments throughout your existence where you could have applied yourself. It will be greater than you can imagine and harder than you think. But isn't that the point? That's what makes it valuable. You cannot get the outcome without becoming the person who deserves it. That's why it's rare, and that's why it's worth it. The mama mentality means trying to be your best self. That's all it means. Every single day, you're trying to become better. It's a constant quest, an infinite quest. We all have dreams. Sometimes, accepting the dream you have is very scary. It's even scarier to say, okay, I want that. You're scared because if you put your heart and soul into it and fail, right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it no matter what. Just go for it. Your competition isn't other people. It's your own self-doubt, your own laziness, your own excuses. Too many people waste time focusing on others instead of locking in on themselves. But here's the truth, the only person stopping you from reaching your dreams is you. People struggle to do things alone. The path of the exceptional person is one of exception, meaning you are not with the crowd. Rather than fighting that or complaining, see it as a sign you're on the right path. If everyone were cheering you on, you'd be just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be. One starting point of great achievement is to question those self-limiting beliefs, throw them off, and act as if they don't exist. And when you do, lo and behold, they disappear. People live according to the story they believe about themselves. You live in a culture designed to destroy your self-belief. You have to learn ways to connect with the power within you to handle where you are. The key is to be in a perpetual process of discovering who you are and constantly fighting to escape the inner conversation. Wherever you are right now is temporary. Young people, you won't get here without effort. You just have to try. I have failed more times than anyone, I promise you. Understand this, if you don't execute on the plan, if you don't get up when you're tired and scared, you're not just cheating yourself. You're cheating your family, your employees, your team. Whatever you're a part of is bigger than you. What is faith? What is fear? They're both made up. No one knows the future, they're both products of your imagination. The only difference is that fear is undirected imagination, like weeds, it grows automatically. Faith is deciding to trust and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Trust that life is happening for you, not to you. If you keep going, doors will open. What do you do when 1,000 people want what you want? You have to outwork them. Treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. That doesn't mean be nice or give yourself an easy life. If you care for someone, you present them with an optimal challenge. Assume you're worth taking care of, it's your responsibility. Even if you don't like yourself, abandon all that. Treat yourself like you're responsible for helping you. Most of us think we're alone, that we're the only ones going through this. When you think that, your vision narrows. What happened for me was I peeled back, I got to a mountaintop in my mind. From up there, you have a great vantage point. I looked down and saw, we are all jacked up. Some hide it better, but we're all jacked up. Once you realize that, you come out of your shell. You accept who you are, accept the demons life gave you. You look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm going to start fixing these things. If you think you're alone, life feels horrible. But you're not. We're all jacked up. Once you realize that, it's like, whatever. You stop looking at the crowd. You run your own race, do your own thing, and finally discover who you're supposed to be. Every visionary was first called crazy before they were revered. Disrupting your industry and a bored, hate-filled world means people will throw rocks at you. Take those rocks and build monuments of mastery, a testimony to humanity. They print money, not time. They don't print opportunities. You can lose money and get it back, but you can't get time back. You can't get experiences back. Average people focus on money, the greats focus on time. For me, the most important thing was to leave no stone unturned, to get better every single day. If you live that way, over time you build something beautiful. It's a simple philosophy: get better every day for 20 years, and imagine what you'll have. When you begin to acknowledge your fear and go forth anyway, with the spirit of knowing there's a way to handle it, you begin to feel powerful. Few people decide, I'm going to make it. Some aren't waiting to be chosen, they move because they feel they have what it takes. Most of us are only 1 to 10% away from greatness, but we think we're so far away that we never try. Once I started this journey, those percents added up. My mind hardened, and I started passing people I thought were far above me. Before I knew it, I became more common, more still common. From this day forward, when you're learning something valuable or setting a goal, do something that commits you to follow through later. If you act in the moment and commit to future action, you'll keep momentum. If you keep changing, you'll find the way. People want to know how to stop laziness, how to stop procrastination. They have a vision but don't know where to start. They ask, when is the best time? My answer is simple: here and now. That's it. Start right here. Life is short. I don't have time to focus on what isn't. I focus on what is. Then get up and go get it. Understand where you are. We're not looking for perfect, we're looking for opportunity. And we have it. So understand what you have, appreciate it, and then go after everything with your name on it, no excuses. We have opportunity. Don't waste it, don't cry about it. Get up and make it happen. Nelson Mandela said, I never lose. I either win or learn. So many people think they've lost, but if you pull one piece of good information, a new perspective, knowledge, a different way, that's winning. You have everything inside you to do what you need to do. Over 23 years, I've realized it's not the physical body. It's your mindset. Have you seen how you operate? How you react when you're pissed off in traffic, thinking the world is happening to you? The biggest, baddest people are crippled by limiting beliefs, the things they tell themselves. That's why the biggest disability is a bad mindset. It's not the body. I walked a mile, then thought maybe I could walk another, and another. When your mind knows it won't quit, your body adapts. That's my 40% rule. When your mind knows it won't quit, your body adapts to whatever's in front of it. One day, 19 hours and 6 minutes, changed my life forever. It showed me we're capable of anything. We don't need special parents or tools to get there. So I'll end with this: don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Change the way you wake up. Stop saying, I have to go to work, work out, deal with people. Change one word, say, I get to. When you say, I have to, you wrap blessings in stress. Saying I get to takes the stress off. You initiate action. Here's the reality: that idea won't execute itself. That book won't write itself. Those weights won't move themselves. You have to do it. You'll get knocked down but not knocked out. You'll get back up. When you work on yourself, you recover fast. Reinterpret your past. Know you can move from where you are. Design a life that empowers you, gives happiness, puts you on top of who you are. Understand this: rebuild yourself in private, but when you come back an absolute beast. Most people spend their lives wishing it were easy, wishing it were fair. It's not fair. They wait for perfect conditions that never come, so they never go, and they never become anything. That's a wasted life. Conditions will never be perfect. Things will always be hard. Your only hope is to become someone who pushes through regardless. Build that discipline, that mental toughness to execute when things aren't ideal. Then nothing can stop you. How many uncomfortable situations are you putting yourself in that challenge you, grow you, push you to the next level? Are you under the illusion, and I love you as a friend, that you'll get these external things without growing who you are? You could not be further from the truth. In fact, If you got those things without growing, you'd lose them because they wouldn't be congruent with who you are. Do all you can do. And when you've done all you can and hell still comes, let it finish. Then pick up the pieces, learn, and start over. Mark Manson says the most important question isn't what pleasure you want, but what pain you're willing to endure. Any pursuit comes with a payment of pain. The beautiful thing is you get to choose your hard. Everything is hard, but you choose your hard. It's hard to live a life of purpose, and it's hard to live without purpose. You choose the thorns on your path. You can go out and build your dreams, get knocked down 1,000,000 times, get laughed at, become the joke, and keep moving forward. Or you can quit and be worse than when you started. Don't talk about it. Don't just dream about it. Don't criticize others. Be about it. Be about that action and go do it. Keep your eye on your intention. Don't let distractions or insecurity stop you. Embrace the struggle. Surviving it will strengthen you. What can one man do except give his best? If you fail, try again. If you win, try again and get better. As long as you stay consistent, you'll forever be a winner in the eyes of those who love you. The legacy you leave has to mean something to someone. We have to live for something bigger than ourselves. Some people will tell you you don't need to change, but they're wrong. To achieve what you want, you have to destroy the current version of you. Improvement is change. You can't get what you don't have if you don't change what you always do. Change is inevitable, you either progress or regress. The choice is yours. If you're not defined by a vision of the future, you're left with memories of your past, and you'll be predictable. If you're not creating anything new, you're believing in your past more than your future. You think thousands of thoughts and experience many emotions every hour. If you live with intention, using intentional thoughts to lead to intentional actions that create joy, you can take control of time and create a harmonious existence. Look back at what led to your great moments. It'll be the tough times, the depression, anxiety, heartbreak, setbacks, losses. In the moment, they felt like the end of the world. In hindsight, you'll see they were building you up. Remember, nothing can hurt you as much as your thoughts, and nothing can heal you as much as your thoughts. The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, walk around with it, go to bed with it. Eventually, you act on it. The fact is, you are more amazing than you've ever imagined. You're more qualified, gifted, and meaningful than anyone has told you. You're missing out because you're waiting for someday to feel ready, someday for it to be perfect. I'll tell you what, today is that someday. To attract what you want, you've got to see yourself already with it. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. You have to become what you want. The minute you hold your mind in harmony with the good you want, you've already got it. It's just a matter of time before it manifests. How badly do you want it? You've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price. You have to work harder, commit more, take more responsibility, deal with more ups and downs. The size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. If you start with a small dream, life will test it and make demands on you, and you may not have much left when it's fulfilled. Be the one to spin the block. It might not be your day, your week, your month, or your year. Spin the block. Knock again. Keep calling. Keep showing up. Keep doing what you've been doing. It's going to pay off. You don't see it now, but I promise you it's happening. The roots are growing. The fruits are coming. I never ran track, but I've always heard that to be faster, you have to run with people who are way faster than you. When you're surrounded by those who are superior, you're bound to be lifted up. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. Success is looking for a good place to stay. So instead of going after it, work on yourself. The major question is not what you're getting, but what you're becoming. You want to know the secret to achieving everything you dream about. Don't quit. When you know the destination, there are 1,000,000 paths to get there. The greatest moments of growth happen right after you feel like quitting but don't. That's the secret. Keep going. Don't panic. Right now, you're in a rebuilding stage. You have a chance to rebuild. You're looking at everything that went wrong, but you're not looking at what's going to go right tomorrow. Sit back, write everything down. Write your list of where you want to be, who you want to be. Look around and ask, what do I need to move out of the way to get to where I'm trying to go? That's why people have scars. They're a reminder of what you've lived through. All fools have one thing in common, according to the Stoics, they're always getting ready to start. They delay living because they think they have the future. They say, I'm not ready, or I'll do it after. They never say, I'm never going to do it. They say, I'll do it later. But no one knows the future. No one knows how much time we have. Life is happening right now. The time that ticks by is dead, it can never be recovered. So don't be a fool. Don't delay. You could be good today. You have to work harder than you think you can. Can't hold grudges. It doesn't matter how you get knocked down, all that matters is that you get up. Why are you only doing one thing? Why don't you do more? Because you're scared. Why? Who's going to judge? Everyone who isn't 100% happy, including myself, is not doing something because of someone else's judgment. You don't know yourself. You don't know other people. The key is to be aware of your patterns. If you're not aware, you'll repeat them your entire life. Until our society redefines success as being happy, not rich, everyone will continue down the same path. The number one unlock to happiness is to get naked about your vulnerabilities, what you suck at. Take a step back. Go humble. This is about losing and humility, and nobody's talking about it. If you think about your thoughts, you'd realize over half revolve around other people and comparing yourself. Your career, your power, your success depends on your ability to bring out your uniqueness, your originality. Be different from the crowd. That's your source of power. I call that your life's task. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're incapable of that, you have no prayer of happiness. And being honest with yourself is hard. We're so good at judging everyone else, but we don't do that to ourselves. If you're always thinking about what others are doing and how to fit in, you'll lose a sense of who you are. Which is better, to be happy and live within your means, or chase money and make yourself unhappy? I am enough. But enough of what? Every time I hear those words, they conflict with all the words I've said to myself for most of my life. I haven't been nice to myself. I spent most of my time focused on why I was not enough. Self-deprecation was an occupation I went pro long ago. The mind learns through repetition. No matter how quiet I speak, it's always listening. So why not speak what I can and stop all the cannots? I fought to make the negative thoughts stop. I finally gave my ego what it wanted and told it what I am not. I am not dumb, ugly, weak, or broken. I am not afraid. And when the going gets tough, I can see what I am not, and it reminds me I am enough. I am enough strength to overcome any obstacle. I am enough courage to keep my heart open after heartbreak. I am enough will to get through any hard day. I am enough fun to turn work into play. I am enough pride to not be torn down by others. And I am enough humility to own up to my mistakes. It doesn't take a special ability, just a perspective shift. For everything I'm not, there's something that I am. For everything I can't, there's something that I can. I can be happy, free, authentic. In fact, I'm already me. And I am so grateful and proud of me and everything I am. For the rest of my life, I will remember, I am not a lot of stuff, but there's one thing I am. I am enough. The biggest challenge is going from believing to knowing. We are Imagineers. We can conjure up delightful future possibilities. Choose the most amazing possibility and pull the present forward to meet it. Many people live in the world of appearances, a world of lack, limitation, fear, doubt, and worry. It's the world of business as usual. But the moment you break free, you see a different world. You have the ability to think independent of circumstances, your past, anything that's happened to you, and make a new choice. My destiny is not in your hands. People who manifest their greatness find a way to win. Muhammad Ali was knocked down by Joe Frazier. Howard Cosell asked why he jumped up so quickly. Ali said, "I looked around and saw where I was." A canvas is no place for a champion. See a world of possibility, opportunity, where your assignment is. The first world is about making it in separation and comfort zones. The second world is about opportunities and possibilities. When you look in the mirror late at night, anxious and unsure of your purpose, think exponentially. Understand this isn't just spiritual lingo, it's grounded in tangible fact. It's poetic truth built on data-driven extrapolations. In life, you'll always be faced with God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. You're not in the past, not in the future. The past is shame, blame, immature pride. The future is ambition and fear. The present can be embarrassment and vanity. It can become an open door for the eternal now. Shitty things will happen to you. Thank God, because those things weed out the sick and weak. They weed out people without fortitude. My ability to handle suffering, to keep going when something is boring, to learn, I endure. No matter how hard it gets, if it serves my goals, I do it. What gives you confidence is overcoming fear. The whole key to life is facing yourself. So many people live to 100 and die miserable, having everything. The questions you ask determine the course of your life. I used to ask, what do I need to do to get rich? I changed it to, what would I do and love every day even if I were failing? Everybody's got a story. We don't share it on social media. We share our nice life. We all have a dungeon. I'm just willing to talk about it. Mental toughness isn't something you sample, it's something you live every day. Life is chaos. It takes inhuman effort to bring order and find success. I can't promise you success, but I can promise failure. I can't promise happiness, but I can promise sadness. Knowing those are guarantees, you better strive for something interesting to you. If you died today, what dreams, ideas, talents, books, music, leadership, voice would die with you? I know the excuses. So do you. I'm too tired, I don't have time, I'll do it later. Make it happen through force of will. Don't be weak. The single most important skill is the ability to make effective decisions. Everything comes from decision. You only get new results if you take new actions. Decisions come first. Here's the truth, nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's going to celebrate with you until you've done it. The work comes before the belief. You'll have to work a long time by yourself, with no applause, no awards. Nobody believes in you because you haven't done anything yet. That's the reality. What if you live your whole life only to discover it was wrong? That you were chosen to do something else and didn't do it? Meaning comes from working on something. It's that simple. Think about hiking. The purpose isn't to get to the top, it's to be on the trail. If you focus on the trail, the step you're on, and remind yourself it leads somewhere, that's where meaning comes. If I cut my hand, my nature says to close up the wound. There's a healing stream. Close up the wounds of your past. Often, we ignore our nature. If you want to be great, you'll be misunderstood by everybody. You'll be so obsessed and driven. That's what it takes every second of your life. Balance is important for a lot of people, but if you want to go to that edge where people don't like or understand you, you've arrived. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Discipline comes when you decide to be better, to do more, to be more. It comes when you decide to make a mark on the world. If you think you're not disciplined, it's because you haven't decided to be. Beliefs create and destroy. Most of us aren't conscious of our beliefs. A belief is a feeling of absolute certainty about what something means. When you're certain, you have a belief. Beliefs change our lives. We don't experience life, we experience the life we focus on. It's not what happens that determines your future, it's what you do about it. Demonstrate that you like yourself, that you accept yourself. If you like yourself, you don't go looking for others to like you because you don't need it. Most people never discover their talents. They have skills and abilities, but if you don't nurture them, they'll never serve you. Your gifts can take you many places. If you develop them, most of us don't like doing what comes easy, you'll never be without. You have something you brought to the universe. If you decide to develop it, master yourself, see what you have within you, you'll never be without. Drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts.